12 NFL predictions. We missed week 11 as we were flopping over from one channel to the other. If you're new to this channel and you didn't come from the old channel, trust the record. There's people that are here that can verify it in the comment section as well. Let me know if you prefer this setup that we have right here or the reaction ones that we do on Mondays with the ESPN setup. I'm fine for either one. Enough yapping though. Let's talk ball. Titans, Texans. Listen, this might be the first game that the Texans have their full defensive line unit all season. Will Anderson Jr., Danielle Hunter, Danico Autry have not all played a game together this season for Houston, as well for the Titans. L'Jarius Sneed out, Nico Collins another week removed from coming off of the injury report. Give me Houston. I think that they fire on all cylinders. The Titans are kind of in tank mode, not fully in tank mode. Maybe they're Daniel Jones contenders, but the Titans will be losing games in these last couple of weeks, whereas the Texans are going to look to lock down the AFC South and potentially move up in playoff seeding. Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears. Now, I'm going to pick the Vikings to win this game, but I want everybody to just be weary of Chicago here. New offensive coordinator change seemed to have lit a fire under this team. They do have a lot of talent. They're the home team. Divisional game. We can see with what happened on Thursday Night Football, these divisional games get a little bit wonky from time to time. I'm picking the Vikings, but I would just leave them out of any parlays I'm doing. Cowboys, Commanders. I would leave the Commanders in any parlay I'm doing. Jaden Daniels and the Commanders have been on a little bit of a losing streak here. Long week of rest, divisional game, but the Cowboys without Dak truly might be the worst team in the NFL. Truly might be the worst team in the NFL. Give me Jaden Daniels and the Commanders to win this game. Easy peasy. Patriots, Dolphins. I think this one's actually interesting, and I think it's tight. Miami is still alive for the 7th seed in the AFC. As many of you know, I'm more of a doubter in Miami than most. Drake May, kind of been impressing me. Been able to be slinging that rock around. New England, though, doesn't do well in Miami typically, but that was under Belichick and with Brady. Could Drake May stamp his mark as New England in a new era as the Patriots defeat the Dolphins? Fuck it, we ball. I am picking the Patriots to upset the Dolphins in Miami. Heard it here first. Kansas City Chiefs, Carolina Panthers. Chiefs off of a loss. Chiefs highly motivated. Chiefs angry. Panthers? Enough said. Give me Kansas City. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, New York Football Giants with Tommy DeVito starting. Daniel Jones released up out of the building. Buccaneers still with playoff hopes alive, especially with the dud performance that the Falcons put up before their bye week against the Broncos. Baker gets Mike Evans back. Give me Bake Show. And as I'm going through these predictions, I'm starting to realize not a lot of great freaking football this week. Next week, though, peep next week's schedule. We have Eagles, Ravens. We have 49ers, Bills, which could be good if Brock Purdy's back. We'll talk about that. Next week looks hot, spicy. This week looks a little, Detroit Lions, Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson looked good last week. This is one of those 1 o'clock games that I'm not predicting an upset. I'm gonna pick Detroit to win because of how bad the Colts defense is. But it could be a fun watch. Shootout potential, AR, Jonathan Taylor, Gibbs, Goff, Laporta, Amon-Ra, like a lot of fun offensive talent. And for a week with 6 teams on byes, could be one of your better fantasy football games, but give me Detroit to get the win. Denver Broncos, Vegas Raiders. Denver vying for a playoff spot. Denver, a top 5 defense in football. Denver, a potential rookie of the year candidate in Bo Nix. The Raiders stink. Give me the Broncos to win this football game. And we finally get to one of a few real true pick'em games. The Arizona Cardinals traveled to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. The winner of this game pretty much will sit atop the NFC West. Obviously, the Rams and 49ers, their games matter, but the Cardinals currently 6-4. Every other team, Seahawks, Niners, Rams, 5-5. Seahawks riding high, coming off of that victory versus the 49ers on the road. Arizona coming off of a bye week. Win this game and you put yourself in a really good spot. Give me the Cards. Give me the Cardinals. I believe in this offense. I believe in Kyler Murray. I dead ass think Kyler Murray might be a top 10 quarterback in rankings by the end of the season. Big if, but if he can lead this Cardinals team to the playoffs. I believe in their rushing attack with Connor, a bye week passes, Marvin Harrison Jr., Trey McBride, Kyler Murray, well rested. I think the offense gets going in Seattle, and the defense actually been halfway decent. Kind of want to whisper it because I don't know if it holds up, but actually been kind of halfway decent. Give me the Cardinals to win the game. 49ers, Packers, no Brock Purdy, no Nick Bosa. Bada boom, bada bing. The Packers win this game. The 49ers season's over. The 49ers season is over. And, as much as I would say, oh, I hate to see this happen in the 49ers, your boy is an Eagles fan. It's been a successful hate watch here. I'm just saying, we'll see how bad the 49ers look without Brock Purdy. That's kind of where my interest level is here, but the Packers should very well win this game. Imagine the Niners with Brandon Allen beat the Packers in Lambeau in a game that the Packers need to win because of the Lions and Vikings. Yeah, hey, maybe I shouldn't put that out there. Eagles, Rams, Sunday Night Football. This is a good battle, a battle of two good quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts, Matthew Stafford, Puka, Cooper Kupp, Kyren Williams. Obviously, a very high-powered offense for the Rams. The Eagles will be without Devonta Smith, so you still have A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, Saquon Barkley, but obviously missing a key player in Devonta Smith there. The offensive line is fully healthy for Philly, though, and with that being said, I think that they are able to run the ball against the Rams. Jared Verse is having a hell of a year, very much in contention for Defensive Rookie of the Year, as is Quinyon Mitchell. But Verse hasn't seen tackles like Mailata and Lane Johnson. Lane Johnson's on a tear this year, too, by the way. If you love offensive line breakdown, what's there, like two of you out there? There's a video on Brett Coleman's channel right now where he breaks down Lane Johnson, and it was a fun watch. I will say that. Give me the Eagles to win this game. I think the defense is substantially better than the Rams. Vic Fangio, Sean McVay, kind of your NFL nerd matchup. The last time these teams faced, Todd Gurley was doing his thing. Jared Goff was still in the Rams. Vic Fangio was the defensive coordinator for the Bears. He beat McVay that year. Everybody kind of looked over it. Then Bill Belichick in that year's Super Bowl, where the Patriots won like 13-3, used Vic Fangio's game plan. So kind of an NFL nerd, tangent there, but give me the Eagles because they can run the ball with Saquon Barkley, and I think that their defense behind Quinyon Mitchell, Jalen Carter, Zach Bond at all three levels is really, really good and will shrink what the Rams are able to do offensively, even with their star power. Harbaugh Bowl, game of the week, Monday Night Football, Ravens, Chargers. Huge game for the Ravens now after the Steelers loss on Thursday Night Football. And for the Chargers, they have a 91% shot to make the playoffs, but they get to play the Chiefs again, man. And the Chiefs got some tough games the rest of the way. Like, the AFC West is still kind of open. I know that we all don't think that it happens, but if you're the Chargers, you got to think there's a chance you play the Chiefs again. Like, you can give the Chiefs a loss, and they only need one more at that point to maybe a frisky Denver team that's fighting for their playoff lives in week 18. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. If you're the Chargers, that has to be your mentality. I'm going to go Baltimore here. I'm going to go Baltimore because I think that the Derrick Henry rushing attack paired with Lamar Jackson is just too much for this Chargers defense. They're good. They're playing out of their minds this year. But we watched them play a real quarterback. I don't want to say a real quarterback, a really good quarterback. One of the top 8 guys last week. And Burrow was able to move the ball. And if Burrow's defense could more consistently get stops or Evan McPherson can make a kick, the Bengals might have won that game. And the Ravens are a better team than the Bengals at this current point in time. Lamar Jackson, you don't see him a lot. He kind of gives you fits. Jesse Minter, hasn't seen him a lot, obviously coming from Michigan. Give me Baltimore to win this game. I'm going to be very excited for it. I think it's going to be super fun. And then we got 6 teams on buys, so not a lot to talk about here. If you made it this far in the video, let me know again. Do you prefer this style with the background, or do you prefer more so ESPN 50/50 half screen so you could see stats and stuff? I'm cool with whatever. I probably won't have time to edit in timestamps. If you made it this far in the video and you want to leave timestamps for other people, I appreciate you. Love you for that. But I'm out. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Hit the subscribe button.